this point, we have made our bottom part of our bookmark, and we're going to pause here to weave in the tails with a yarn needle. All you have to do is find a little loop that will be easy to go through and weave that yarn right in. There's no specific spot that you have to go in. We're just trying to tuck those tails in so they don't come undone. You do want to make sure that you're picking up every little strand of that loop and not splitting it on accident, so it'll be hard to pull through if the yarn splits on you. The easiest way to get your tail into the yarn needle is to fold it and make a little loop, and then you're going to wiggle it side to side to get it to go all the way through. This is what you want to avoid happening, where the yarn splits on you. If that does happen, just pull it out, give your yarn a little twist, and try it again from a different spot. So I'm folding it over and wiggling it through to be able to get every strand of that yarn to go through my needle. From here, I'm just pulling it all the way through. You're going to have to hang on down here so it'll go through for you. Sometimes it is a little tough and gets stuck, so it may be easier to grab a hold of the yarn and pull through on the yarn instead of just relying on that needle. Especially if your needle is made of plastic instead of metal, it may break on you if it gets stuck. So you just have to pull through and make sure it's not super tight right there. You don't want it to distort your end by pulling it tight like that. If that does happen, you can just loosen it up a little bit. I'll keep going through a couple of loops here so that we have the end all woven in. If your yarn slips out, all you have to do is put it right back through and continue weaving down to get that tail all the way tucked in. Again, I'm going to fold that yarn in half to make a little loop, kind of wiggle it side to side to get it back through my yarn needle and pull it through. Once I've got about 6 or so loops down this direction, I'm going to go back up the other way. So I won't go back through here because I would undo what I've done. So I'm going to go through that next one and weave it back up this direction. Since my yarn is a little frayed and all the different strands are coming, I'm definitely going to twist it and fold it so that I can wiggle it through that yarn needle one last time and pull it on through. Again, hold down here so that it's not pulling too tight. And just give it a little pull to kind of loosen it up, and we'll simply snip off the excess right here. You're going to repeat the same process on the other end to weave in that tail as well.